Hiya, I'm Tomato Duplenny. In the late 1970s, I used to be a punker.
Before this, and this, and this, and this, there was this. For the early punk community in Los Angeles, this was the logo that instantly conveyed what show you should go. The Screamers, by then, the rockiest thing coming out of the LA punk scene.
Big one or big out! Wow, what a show! 122 hours of beer! 122 hours of beer!
The Screamers is one of these biggest disappeared, undocumented legend of all time.
If you were in the back at their shows, you might well think there were guitars playing. But no, their sound was angry but no chord instruments, with the keyboards alternating between grinding guitar-like tones and wailing church organ. This was a time when bands like Black Flag and Circle Jerks were still relatively unknown in LA, and the California punk scene was just taking shape with acts like The Germs, X, and Dead Kennedys. But there was one common thread among these bands. They all drew inspiration from the Screamers. The singer, Tomato Duplanty, was a professional mime whose theatrical performances, particularly his miming during songs, heavily influenced Jello Biafra's on-stage persona.
Coffee and scones. The waitress said, I thought she was crying. Police are still searching for a fingerprint so that Chuck and Taylor cried.
The Screamers never recorded an album, and the only way to hear them, aside from attending their electrifying live shows, was through bootlegs of rehearsals and performances.
I shoved, then I shoved, then I shoved, then I dug, then I dug, then I dug, and I dug, and I hacked away.
Whatever bootlegs or anything that anybody's ever done, nobody in the Screamers has ever lifted a finger to try to stop them. So
it's just a shame.
I always thought that was really sort of an anarchist art statement there, that the band had its time, it broke up, and that was it.
Let's go! Vertigo! Oh no! Vertigo! Let's go!
Jello Biafra once called the Screamers the best unrecorded band in history. Indeed, they never recorded, yet their music and style left a significant mark on the Dead Kennedys and countless others.
Screamers were one of the most important influences on Dead Kennedys. As I said, there was both British stuff was influencing us, but also there was so many things right in our backyard that are largely unknown.
The band consisted of Tomato Duplanty on vocals.
Back when the first Star Wars came out, a punk rocker named Tomato Duplanty was hot stuff.
I'm Tomato Duplanty. I sang in the band The Screamers.
Peer pressure! Everywhere I look, I get pressure from my peers. Some of them are straight, and some of them are queer. Some of them are black, and some of them are white. Some of them are wrong, and some of them are right.
There was also Tommy Gear on synth and backing vocals. The now famous Hollywood producer and designer K.K. Barrett on drums, and Paul Roessler on keyboards.
And now let me ask you this, for those that don't know the early punk rock history of Los Angeles, where on the timeline of things were the Germs compared to the Screamers?
Man, I mean, pretty much simultaneous, you know. It's like things kind of... I had a friend who was writing a book about the first 4 bands in Los Angeles, the first 4 punk bands, and I believe that he had the Germs, the Weirdos, the Screamers, and the Zeros.
Pat Smear of the Germs, who later played with Nirvana and now Foo Fighters, was a fan.
The Screamers show, I think, was probably my first punk rock show that I went to, official punk rock band, punk rock show.
They came here very early in April 1977, caused a sensation. The Bags came up, the Germs, the Weirdos, the Screamers, you know, that another great band that actually never recorded, which is one of these biggest disappeared, undocumented legend of all time.
So was Exene Cervenka of X.
Very groundbreaking. I mean, it was the first band in LA that I ever saw was the Screamers.
The Screamers lived in the Wilton Hilton, a 2-story house that had previously hosted other rock bands, and even a satanic cult.
We're at 1845 North Wilton, which was the Screamers' house, or as they used to call it, the Wilton Hilton. The Screamers used to have wild parties here. And also the GTOs used to live in this exact house in the 60s. Also, it's extremely haunted, I will tell you that. Kid Congo lived there for a while.
The Damned stayed here famously.
The Damned stayed here, the Avengers stayed here.
It became a hub for the LA punk scene, where wild parties often attracted the likes of the Ramones and Blondie when they were in town to play at the Whiskey. In '77, Iggy Pop invited the band to perform a private show for him in Malibu. He called them Tomorrow's Leaders. By '79, the Screamers were a sensation within the punk underground, even earning admiration from Devo, who invited them to tour. But the Screamers refused to tour, just as they refused to record. They embody anarchy. If you wanted to hear them, you had to go to one of their shows.
am a mensch. And now, I want to dance.
It's crazy how the image, the Screamers, the whole
the Gary Panther logo.
Yeah, that logo is just like become like this punk kind of. I mean, everyone knows that. You see that, and then it's just you think punk rock. It's like
I get so sick if I can't have what I want. I don't want anything. I get so sick of the fashion and the fascism. Makes me crazy, wanna try a little smashism.
The power of Gary Panther's graphics, because I guess he took Tomato's head and made that image, and yeah, it's timeless.
It is timeless.
Or maybe it's of a time. I don't know.
With the growing violence in the LA punk scene and Tomato experiencing problems with his voice, they called it quits in '81.
Take action, aggression, charge ahead and break through. Let us see how you'll survive. Give us some action, give us some drive, get at it, fight, press on, pursue, take action, aggression, charge ahead and break through, dance into the music beat, there's only victory or defeat, get at it, fight, press on, pursue, take action, aggression, charge ahead and break through, let us see how you'll survive, give us some action, give us some drive, get at it, fight, press on, pursue, take action, aggression, charge ahead and break through, let us see how you'll survive. Give us some action, give us some drive, and at it, fight. Now, for old time's sake, give the future a break. Good night. Thank you.
A new wave of punk rose from their ashes. However, it will take another 15 years for the world to witness the same kind of punk bangers featuring synthesizers.
I'm the travel starter, punking instigator. I'm the fear addicted, danger in the striking.
Tomato then essentially retired from music and spent the following decades as a painter.
Back when the first Star Wars came out, a punk rocker named Tamata DuPlenty was hot stuff. Tamata is plenty busy these days, not on stage, but with a new career as an offbeat artist. Paul Verkaman on more with this brush with fame.
One thing about Lucy, she always had these great eyebrows.
Lucille Ball was just one vivid subject.
She was almost like what you'd say, an elegant bozo.
Another portrait by New Orleans artist Tomata DuPlenty. More on that Technicolor name later.
Is a New Orleans legend, Fats Domino.
It's an exuberant chronicle of pop culture. Elvis Presley and Colonel Tom Parker. Jack Kerouac, all Tomata master strokes.
It's good therapy, and it keeps me out of trouble. I used to get into a lot of trouble.
The Go-Go's Jane Weedland bought her own portrait.
Because he made my boobs really big. Thank you.
When Tomata paints rock stars, he often adds literary allusions.
Punk rock, especially in the early days, these people had library cards.
The Sex Pistols and the Pit and the Pendulum.
I broke my leg, about 10 years ago. And I was bored to death, and I found a little paint kit in the alley in Hollywood Boulevard.
He's packed on the paint ever since.
Nice big lips.
Starts with all black like a chalkboard, signs as Tomata, that name again.
And I have older sister Iris and Daisy, and when I came along, my folks just nicknamed me Tomata. And the DuPlenty, that's 100% fraudulent. I made that up.
Set designer, and even a Hollywood actor. He passed away in June 2000 at the age of 52 from cancer.
I wanna love. I wanna love. I wanna love. I wanna hurt. I wanna love. I wanna hurt. I wanna love. I wanna hurt. I wanna hurt. I wanna